This is the USB-C to 10 gigabit Ethernet adapter, and probably going to be one of the shortest videos I am going to do because there probably isn't too much to discuss about this. It's a very simple product, it's straightforward. It has a USB-C connection on one side, on the back right here, and this supports USB 4, Thunderbolt 3 and Thunderbolt 4. So as long as you have one of those on your machine, you're going to be able to get your full 10 gigabit speeds out of it. If we take a closer look at the device right here, so we can see at the back the UACC adapter, RJ45 USB-C 10 gigabit Ethernet, and we have the Ethernet port up here where you can see the 10 gigabyte. We have the nice silver that we've come to see across all of Ubiquiti's devices, so this is right here, and it comes with, I'm going to say it's probably about a 30 centimeter USB-C cable. Quickly showing you on the Ubiquiti website, this is the price right here, it's $199. It's plug and play, so no drivers required, you can just plug it straight into your Windows machine or Mac OS machine. As I mentioned earlier, the full functionality requires a USB 4, Thunderbolt 3 or Thunderbolt 4. And if we scroll down and look at some of the specifications on here, it does do Mac OS and Windows, as I mentioned, all the way from Windows 7 to Windows 11, and it does support also Linux as well. It's made of polycarbonate and aluminium alloy and weighs just 160 grams. So this is something that is definitely travel friendly, and you're going to be able to take this around everywhere with you. There's a couple of tests that I'm going to do on here, and that is running it with open speed tests. So we're going to try this running it at 10 gigabits per second in terms of throughput. So I'll plug this into the machine I have right here, and I have my Mac OS machine right behind me, which has a 10 gigabit Ethernet on it as well. So we'll go and plug these in and we'll see and make sure that we are getting that. And then I'm going to let it run for a little while and do some throughput testing with this, and let's see how hot it gets. So I have this plugged into my Mac, and you'll probably see this right here. I can't actually get it any further into the camera, but you'll see that's actually plugged in with the USB cable that comes with, and we have it plugged into my Pro HD switch. So I have my desktop right next to me, which is running at 10 gigabit Ethernet, and I did have my Pro XGS plugged in here, but it's not at the moment. I have my Mac Studio running behind me. So I can tell you right now that that's running on 10.1.1.195. And if we take a look at the adapter right here, so we can go to properties. If we right click on the adapter and we go to status, I can show you that that is running at 10 gigabits. So we are definitely connected at 10 gigabits per second. So we can close this and we run the open speed test right here. So let's run this. And we're pushing towards 9, oh there we go, 9.8, 9.9. So 9,900 megabits per second, 9,800 megabits per second, and you can see that's fairly flat line now. So it's picked up the speed right there, and obviously the ping is 1 millisecond, very minimal ping. And if we look at the upload speed, we're getting 9.6, 9.7. I think we pushed to 9.8 at that point as well. So we're getting a really good download and upload speed with this. So in terms of actually running the connectivity, we're not going to have any issues with this. I have been running this adapter for about a week or so, and I've not noticed any dropouts or anything like that. So it seems fairly steady and reliable in terms of using it as a network adapter. I've gone ahead and unplugged this now, and it's a little bit warm to touch. So I won't say it's the coolest adapter in the world, but I wouldn't expect anything like this to be that cool. So if we have a look at some hotspots on here, we have around, I think we had about 113, yeah, 112, 113 Fahrenheit. And if we go to centigrade, because I know a lot of people like to complain when I don't put both up there, so that you're looking at about 43, 44 degrees probably. There you go. So that's probably about the hottest that's got, so that's about 44 degrees. And I've been using this for approximately the last 30 minutes or so while I'm doing some day-to-day activities on the computer. So for those of you that want to know, we'll have a look at the quick hardware that's inside here. When we right click on the adapter, it's no longer connected because I have it right here, so do ignore that error warning that you're seeing on there. If we go to driver, we can see it's the Marvel Acution, and then the details, if you want to have a look at the hardware IDs, they're on here. I've done a quick Google in the background, and you can see on the left hand side of this box, you can see the kind of adapters are on here, so it does match up with what it's saying within Windows itself. So for those of you that wanted to know that, that's that right there. There isn't really too much more to say about this adapter. Now, is it going to be the most cheapest adapter out there? Most probably not. There probably are ones that are cheaper. Do they run just as well? I don't know, because I've not tested them against it. But saying that as well, there are some more expensive ones out there too, which have the same sort of functionality. So this is probably about a middle of the range in terms of pricing. So what I want to know is, are you adding one to your setup? So let me know down in the comments below whether you're going to pop one of these on your setup. Do you think it's too expensive? Do you think there's better options out there? Or you're just not ready for 10 gig Ethernet just yet? For now, this is Inside Wire, and I'll see you in the next one.